Hello again. So this is the next part, and I'm reaching the speed, so I put flaps up from flaps 5. I will clean up the cockpit, gear to off, landing lights off, nothing that demands anything. I have forgot to set the altitude, but we'll fix this. Maybe it's wrong to do this in the air, but 11,000 feet and 400, 500. There we have it. It's clean on the overhead. Only the window heat is on. So back to the route. We are over 5,000 feet, so I put standard pressure in. It goes green. It's climbing with about 2,000 feet. I didn't show you the initial what is it called? Anyway, the pre-flight page and one limits. Yeah, I did show that. Anyway, everything is going to plan, so I'm going to speed up Flight Simulator a bit. So 4 times the speed. It's climbing, as you can see. I'm almost at cruising speed, cruise altitude, and the speed is stabilizing. The route is okay. I will select 3,000 feet, which is the height that I'm going to connect with the ILS, approach the ILS. So I will soon set the speed to normal again, but you can see we are closing up to Topla. Now normal speed again. We have clear weather, so no weather that can influence the VNAV path or anything like that. Yeah, everything seems normal. We have a top of descent and the acceleration point. First, let's show you what happens when we get to the first turn, first right turn by Topla. We'll monitor both the speed and so we got to that point and we get this VNAV path indication. We get the speed is reducing to 336. I immediately get drag required message, and the speed is up to 314. Very slowly is dropping speed. It isn't descending at all. The latest thing I heard is that it should at least descend with 500 feet a minute, even though it's reducing speed. And I got a new message: approach VRF not selected. So clear message, go to that page, 30-degree flaps, 144 knots. So that's okay. We are following the VNAV path, and we are even under the VNAV path. And speed is slowly reducing to let's see what happens in the curve. We are approaching a curve, and let's see what happens with the speed and vertical speed in so we are closing up to GG712. I get the drag required message again, and the nose drops, as you can see, and the speed reduces. I have also tried this with level change, and it does not happen with level change, but still it does not I do not have 3000 feet and 180 knots at GG713. So I think that Prosim or the flight model is doing something wrong. It shouldn't descend with 2000 feet in a curve. The speed went up to 283 knots, even though we have commanded 240 knots. So I still have the drag required message. Clear it. It's hard to see, I know, but we are descending with 1400 feet, as you can see here. And it can't descend and lose speed. It can't descend with 1400 feet and lose speed. As I understand it, VNAV should predict a VNAV path both up and down, both climb and descend. So if you put in a restriction on the ground, it should calculate so it have that speed on that restriction, if you don't put in impossible things. But it only differs. The waypoint that I changed had 4000 something feet. It only differs 1000 feet. And I shouldn't get 300 knots, as you can see it's 280 knots. I shouldn't get 300 knots just because I changed VNAV path with 1000 feet, I think. I'm not sure, but okay, standard pressure I would change to the right air pressure, and we have the drag required message. It follows the VNAV path perfectly, and it should have the right height at this here. But now I'm unable to put out flaps and unable to put out gear. And then we have the other errors in Prosim, that the clacker is